Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Fix Your Fits. Yes, the inaugural episode just happened and y'all are enjoying it completely. And today we've got another special episode for you. It's time for Fix Your Fits, ladies and gentlemen. And today on stream, we went into low-sec, did some faction warfare with the Frye fleet. So we're going to be showing off some low-sec stuff today. Yes, we're going to go into low-sec today. We're on Z-Kill. Let's go see what we've got here. We got some solo kills here. We want to do solo stuff because really not any reason to go after anything in groups. I do want to hit some of these ventures. Let's see about that. Let's see if we can find some fun fits. Let's see if we can fix your fits. Ladies and gentlemen, we found this retriever fit here. Retriever's a Tech 1 barge. Let's see how this is. This is in low sec. It was taken out by a Loki and looks like some mobs as well. This is definitely, yeah, on an asteroid belt. So let's see how our retriever friend was doing. Had a bunch of drones, a lot of different kinds of drones. I'll have to talk about that. In the cargo had a bunch of like gear drops as well. This is probably from the mobs that he was taking out, and 17 million-isk in the mining holds. Okay, so let's look right here. This ad is distracting. just I don't know. It's very distracting. So dude, and this Loki, he did get the value, but it's in ore, and I doubt the Loki was able to scoop any of that. So, and the rest, oh, he did get a faction Valkyrie, I think. Oh, it's a Valkyrie 1, rip. So let's see how we can fix this fit. So the first thing to understand, y'all, is that you're flying a barge in low sec. You're gonna see a lot of different tone in how we talk about low sec today, because our last video was in high sec and the video before was in wormhole space. So in low sec, first and foremost, you really shouldn't be flying a barge unless you're protected by a corporation. That's just a full stop. So you're not going to be flying a barge. It should be a prospect. It should be an endurance. It should be a venture. Something that's cheaper, first of all, harder to kill. Okay, those are much harder to kill in terms of their slipperiness, right? Retriever is basically a rock in space. It has an 11-second line. It's really difficult to stay alive with this ship. You do get more value out of it, but it's just not the best. If you're gonna fly a retriever, he's got Tech 1 modules, he's got shield, decent rigs. You know, he should be plugging the EM hole. Okay, so here's the first thing that I would do, is I would plug the EM hole, because you've got a shield resistance ship, and he's doing it right where he's bumping up the buffer, but he still has 0% EM resist. So 100% of damage is gonna come through and hit him. So what you wanna do is you wanna come in here, and we're gonna put an EM rig right here. Okay, we're gonna put an EM shield rig already. And it doesn't matter about the EHP. We are now only taking 70% damage from 100% damage. Okay, so this is probably a new account. You know, I just right, exactly. We're just gonna let him be. So the other thing that we have is pure mining in dangerous area. So this is a mistake because people like that. What killed him? What was it? Where's my notepad? One second. Nope, notepad, thank you. What killed our boy? Loki. Yes, so Loki is going to come in, and this is why you can't just fit a mining ship for mining in dangerous areas of space. You have to assume that someone's going to come after you and take you out, especially because you're in a barge. They cost more. I have the fit for you, okay? This is our danger miner, okay? This is the miner I take out into dangerous areas of space. This is the ship that I would take out in wormhole space, Pochfin, low sec. This is what I fly in Pochfin when I can. And yes, it's using T2s. You can swap in Tech 1s if you would like. I have this for Pochfin because that's what we do. So the best, and this fit will be in the description for you. Definitely go click on that. It's super easy. It takes 2 clicks. It's totally free. Click it. I just give it to y'all. The first thing is you're going to use the best miner, the best mining lasers that you have. You're just going to use the best ones. You're not going to use ore strip miners. You're not going to use expensive ones. If you're just a new bro, you're going to use the starter ones, strip 1 miners. And if you're new to low sec mining, I would just not use anything other than like strip 1 miners or even just Tech 2 miners with like a couple crappy cheap crystals. Call it a day. In your lows, we are going to use mining laser upgrades because we want to mine fast. The win condition of the ship is to mine quickly. Okay. You are going to run a warp core stab. This guy was killed by 1 ship. And if he only has long point, if he only has disruptors, not disruptor scram, then you're actually going to be able to pop this and then get away. Or at least it's going to help you to get away. You might not necessarily get away, okay? Let's go to the mids. We have a cap battery because we are going to run a burst jammer. The burst jammer is going to help unlock that person so that you then can... this counters the long point. This counters the short point. Okay, it's going to help... It doesn't guarantee, but it helps unlock them so that you then, can get away. And if they're not locking you, they can't scram you, etc. The rigs help this. The particle dispersion projector pushes the range of this from 18 up to 22. That's a big deal because it doesn't work if they're not within that range. And this Loki, typically Lokis are like super far away, or like 18 to 25, whatever. So this is going to help you unlock them and get the range going. We have one EM reinforcer to plug the EM hole. And then finally, the kicker is we have a Higgs anchor. Higgs anchor is strange. You're going to notice my speed is very low. You'll notice I'm not talking about align time. Typically, I'm all about align time with these, and we are not even using any align time at all right now. Here's why. The Higgs anchor makes you go very slow. What you're going to do with the Higgs anchor, let's say you got a rock, you're going to get close to it with your retriever. Let's say you've like slow boated over to it, okay? Let's say you have a safe point here. You're going to align to your safe point and go and slow boat past the asteroid. When you get too far from the asteroid, you're going to have another save point over there that you're going to make with some other ship. You're going to go back and slow boat across the asteroid again the other way. This is called drag mining. This is something you're going to do with this barge if you really want to fly a barge in low sec, which is what we're talking about. With that said, I want to talk about how low sec is so dangerous. I would just not fly a barge. Like, the best way to fix this fit is to not fly a barge, okay? The other drones you're going to have are DPS drones to kill the rats and EC drones to help unlock any ganker that's coming at you. It's not guaranteed to help, but it is going to help if you can. There are rats that you're going to have to kill at some point. You don't do a lot of DPS, but 80 DPS, you can always take out a couple frigates. If you get too low, you warp off and come back. So if you solo mine in low sec, wouldn't a coveter higher yield low orb make sense? Faster mining and more trips to the station? The short answer is yep. Shorter answer is yep. I would just, at this point, fly a prospect. Fly a prospect, fly an endurance. Typically, it's a prospect because they're more slippery. They can have a covert ops cloak. The prospect is your best bet. This fit will be in the description for you. The final thing I want to talk about is they had Tech 1 drones. They had like a bunch of random Tech 1 drones. This is weird and a mistake. It's a new bro mentality where I'm going to get all the damage types. That way, I'll make sure, because all these do different damage types. That way I make sure that we're good to go. This is a mistake. You always want to have one damage type that's catered to the kind of mob you're going to encounter. So if you really want to get like, min-max with it, whatever mobs are around you, that's the kind of damage, and what they're weak to, that's the kind of damage type you want to do. You can know what a mob is weak to if you are on belt, you right-click that mob, it'll show you its resistances in the attributes tab. I don't think you can go wrong with explosive damage. That's why we're using warriors. They're well-rounded enough for explosive damage. Good job. Let's see if we can fix the next fit. Oh, dude. Okay. All right, so this one is a new bro. Straight up new bro, getting some Jaspit. Straight up new bro, getting some Jaspit. But he got ganked by another venture, by a battle venture. Can we see the battle ventures fit? We're going to go to this guy, Z-Kill. We're going to go to his losses. We see one. Let's see if it's battle venture. Yeah, all right, so I'm gonna look at this fit as well. We're gonna show you why you are truly
never safe in Eve.
And you can actually say that, oh, look, it's a venture, it's a mining ship. Not necessarily. Looks like this guy was battle venturing. So this fit, is it even worth exporting? It's so bad. Yeah, it is. We're just gonna show it to you. We're going to do it right here. Let's see it. Clearly a new bro, literally a new bro, actually, because he has civilian modules equipped. Now, the only thing he has better is a mining laser. So I understand if you're a brand new account, you want to get into a venture and go into a dangerous area of space and go get you some Jaspit. But the problem here, it looks like, is that he got baited. He got baited by a battle venture. So the first way to fix this fit is, you just run a low sec venture fit. Let's check out this battle venture, because that guy didn't die to a bad fit. What he died to was somebody absolutely taking him out with a battle venture. So this is something you're going to see happen, where this dude has a mining ship that's fit for killing people, okay? He's got the big point, because he's going after ventures. So he's got EHP where he can. This is a really good fit, actually. I like this. I'm going to save this as a battle venture fit. This is crazy. We've got Trimark armor pumps, and we've got targeting subsystems. This is increase the ship's targeting speed at the expense of shields. So he just locks onto you as fast as possible. We got 1,000 scan res. This is incredible fit. This is a really good battle venture fit. We might take these out. And he's got Tech 2 hobgoblins in the drones. His drones are actually doing 40 DPS turrets, doing 50 DPS with my skills, and I don't have good projectile turret skills. That's incredible. So what happened was our man was on grid, and he was mining Jaspid with his little venture, and the battle venture showed up and took him out, took him down, because he looks at that guy and goes,
"Oh, it's another venture. Yeah, it's just another mining ship."
What you can do is you can, can I show this in space? So what you can do is you can look at a ship. You can know if a ship is bad. I think I have guns in this. I do. So I don't even have to go in space. See how there's guns on the side of this MOA? What you can do is there's a button that says look at ship. You mouse on the ship, you press look at, and if he has guns, not mining lasers, then you'll be able, oh, this guy's battle fit. Got to get out of here. You know, can't do that. That's what you have to do. So that's the best way to figure that out, is to look at the ship and see if he has guns, and then you'll know if you're being baited on a free, whatever the heck, baited on a free can. So 07 to that venture, y'all. Sometimes you just get got. The battle venture fit is really nice, though. I'll put the battle venture fit and the low sec miner into the description for you. It's totally free. Takes 2 clicks. Let's go get it done. Coming in, got killed by a pacifier. Pacifier really is great at killing exploration ships. He did get, Pacifier got his big loot, but again, not a lot in this. He just started his exploration run. Not a problem. We do see a civilian module. That's super interesting. Okay. I'm gonna have to look into that. Let's see if we can fix their fits. Let's talk about the civilian module. I actually have to look into this, at where you get these modules, because is this like a very cheap module? Okay, civilian modules are way less effective, all right, than other modules. 31% damage resist to kinetic. The actual buyables are going to give you 47, 45, whatever. So this is much more stant, okay? So you should spend the 9,000 ISK getting the enduring module. You should not use the civilian one, because for just a little bit more ISK, and that is a little bit more ISK, you get the better module. But I respect the creative use of the civilian module. Like, you have a free one, it might as well. So it's from the career agents. Okay. So that's super interesting. But the thing this Heron did wrong was it, what did it die to? It died to a pacifier. So this pacifier was sitting on the, exploration site, and this Heron was able to be killed by the pacifier. So here's why. This is made of paper. This is 1,500 defense. So the pacifier sneezed on this thing, and then it died. You don't necessarily need some of the modules here. Let's talk about it. You are going to run the core scanner. That is correct. He just has a Tech 1. That's fine. That just is what it is. Gravity upgrades. Okay. Scan strength bonus. And again, I understand that you're trying to do this. We're at 106. We're at 90. Maybe run one of these. Okay. The rest of it is going to be dedicated to, you guessed it, your tank, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. The rest of it's going to be dedicated to your tank. We're going to close the EM hole. The fact that we're not closing the EM hole makes me very sad. Okay. And then we're going to put an extender on there. All right. We're going to put a shield core defense extender. Okay. That alone put us up to 1750 EHP. So we have also got this scan range finding array, which is going to increase our power here. Yeah, increase it by 4, but it's only Tech 1. So we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to put a shield extender in the mids as well, because we want to be able to survive stuff. So if you don't have the skills for Tech 2s and stuff, I'm going to assume you don't if you're flying this Ignubro thing. Let's put a medium one on here. Oh, does it not fit? Yeah, filter by remaining resources, not by total. Filter by remaining resources is going to let you know what modules you can fit. I just changed some of your lives, okay? Some of you didn't know about this button. Filter to total, it's going to give you this power grid over. If I want to go, you know what? I have one module left over. What can I fit in the mids? That's how to do it. You also filter to hull and then show me everything the Heron can fit in the mids, remaining resources. I just changed some of your lives, okay? Comment on the YouTube video if I did, show it to me. So let's throw a Tech 2 in there. If you can't do a Tech 2, you can do one of the other ones in there. So we're already up to, look at that. We've doubled our EHP, y'all. Now he is using a civilian module. Chat, we're just gonna assume that you're not like extremely poor and you're gonna use a kinetic shield amp 2, or 1, excuse me. Let's put a compact hardener, the enduring one, sure, for you. Okay, we're up to 47. Why kinetic is weird. I don't know why he has kinetic on. Okay, so what you should do instead is not even do that, is do multi-spectrum. Okay, multi-spectrum is gonna give you a across the board shield. You don't know what you're gonna be fighting up against. You're not sure what you're coming after. So that is the one to do. Let's talk about the eye stab. The waist. Look at this. We're already sub 4. Now let's assume he has bad skills. He's a new bro. Let's assume he's over 4 seconds. I still don't love the eye stab here. What would I do instead? I mean, it might be the eye stab. It might be. You could use a nanofiber to go a little bit faster. You can use a type D to, I'm still sub 4. But because I don't want to use an eye stab here because it takes me from 3.8 to 3.2. I'm still not sub 3. I'm not sub 3. So since we want the warp core stab and we want the tank, then let's get a nanofiber in here and go a little bit faster from our max velocity. Now, the micro warp drive. I don't like the micro warp drive here. I can tell you right now. Because if someone points you, the micro warp drive don't do nothing. The afterburner does. The afterburner is still usable and lets you still go 11. So let's use the nano and use the, well, are we still sub? We're still sub 4 even without the nano. So there's no reason for my align time. So if you're watching this and you're new and you're clicking, I'm looking right here, okay, for my align time. If I turn this on, I go down to 3.2. I turn it off, it's back up here. If you turn the nanofiber off and you're above 4 seconds, use the nanofiber. If you turn it off and you're below 3 point that, you don't need the align time anymore. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the engine one that lets us just go faster. There's 3 modules for align time. There's 3 modules. There's align time, on-grid speed, and on-grid speed. The eye stab only gives you align time. Okay, I know there's a bubble there, whatever. The eye stab only gives you align time. Gives you the most align time, okay? The overdrive injector is going to give you only on-grid speed. Okay, so we're gonna throw one of these on there, we go up to 470. Right, did not affect our align time, but increases our base on-grid speed. The nanofibers, if I can find those, I think those might be under armor. Hull upgrade, yeah. The nanofibers increase your align time and on-grid speed, but it's like less of those two. Does that make sense? So, oh, a damage control. For the sake of argument, let's look at the damage control. I think speed is actually how you survive in this ship. So let's check the damage control and see how much EHP it gives us. Let's throw in a Tech 2. We go up to 44. So should you use a damage control on this fit? I honestly don't think so. Because you're already made of complete paper. You're still like a sub 5,000 EHP. How are you gonna survive getting hit by this pacifier? You're gonna survive if you can get away from him. If you can overheat your afterburner, you're going 15. With this, you're going 14. With this, you're going 15. Without it, you're going 14. It's not a big increase, but it's still an increase. So with that even said, maybe we want to take off the field defense extender. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. And we're going to throw on an engine in the rigs. Polycarbon engine housing is going to... It's not the polycarbon engine housing. Which one affects our on-grid speed? Is it auxiliary thrusters? That's it. Boom. Auxiliary thruster. Now we're going 12 and we're overheating to 16. We got the fun number there, chat. So I think this is the way to do it. The only other thing you could do is you could put the data analyzer in your cargo undo this and run another module in your mids, like another shield module, and you can have a mobile depot. You can swap the data analyzer and the relic analyzer in space if you're near, only if you're near your mobile depot. That's the only other thing that you could potentially do here. Let's save this as is a low sec Heron. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be in the description for you as well. Takes a couple clicks. Consider that fit fixed. Definitely go out and test what you can. This is a really good episode because it's going to show y'all how to fit things. It's going to show y'all what to do when. Let me know in the comments what you think about this series. I want to hear about it. Make sure you sub for more. If you want all the Eve guides, that's this button right here. If you want the full Fix Your Fit playlist, that's going to be right here for you. We'll see ya in the next video. Thanks.